networking. I know it's like you don't want to finish it, right? It was hard, correct? Yes, yes. But how was it with Microsoft folks? I saw it was engaged. Okay, I want to get two people on the stage. One is the person who moderated the roundtable, and somebody from the community who was at the roundtable. Raise your hand. Diego, would you be okay to come on the stage with me for just like 2 minutes? We want to kind of facilitate what the second round would look like. Okay, so let's get Diego here and then see who has raised their hand. Okay, Lori, come on the stage with me. So Diego, how was it, the networking?
You know, I liked it. We had about 6 people and we started with a round of names. I know that maybe that waste some time, but like we need to know who we are, and we need to, and by the way, Lori was in my table as well. so that was helpful, and we talked about why this event was good, and then there was a great question about LinkedIn, and I started answering, but then the magic happened when the attendees started answering to each other. Like Lori started actually answering a question. It was not me, but others. So, and the platform is working really well. So I don't know, Lori, anything you'd like to add?
I think that the main thing, we started connecting with one another, and as women, our challenge is how to ask for what you want, and from leaders, whether several levels above. How I just call it, since I'm in the world of data and building network visualizations, for me, everything is about the nodes and adding that additional node, but it's not just collecting people, it's building relationships that lead.
Fantastic.
And so,
Lori, you said it well, because the end of the day, if you build a relationship, you can do magic, right? And that's what the intention is. So I have an important question, because we are at 1:37. We are past 7 minutes or about our time. So I'm going to ask you to make a collective action for us. Should we do one more round of networking, or we wrap the event today in next 2 minutes, and then we open it up for the networking for everybody to just meet with each other? What would you like? What should we do, Diego? You have to make a call for Microsoft employees. I know they have to be on some meeting.
Networking.
Yes, so I personally cannot stay because I had it was until 1:30, so I cannot stay. But I think we should stay and network for sure. But I feel the love. I feel the love. I see on the chat. So thank you so much for the invitation. So I said yes.
Yeah, here is how we do it. So since we couldn't make a real call, I'm going to make a call. We will allow the Microsoft employees, whoever has to go for their next meeting, they can go easily. What we will do is we'll do a quick wrap of what the big announcements are. So take a look, and then we will go back to the networking, and we'll keep it open till 2 o'clock, and you can network your hearts out. Is that good? Sounds good?
Don't forget about the prices. Very important.
Yes, we are going to talk about that. Yes. So as you did the networking and the day, what were your takeaways for the community? What did you take away? Any takeaways? Go ahead. Put it in the chat for me. So a couple of big announcements, the Empower Her Acts. So both of you can actually leave the stage. All good. Thank you. So Lori, you can leave the stage too. Thank you.
Oh.
Perfect. MS Partnerships, having mentorship and grants, motivated to move forward with some of the most practical ideas. Joel offered 5 specific tips for suppliers, extremely valuable. That's what the networking actually does. You get to really learn from each other. So a couple of announcements that are in play. One is the Empower Her Access campaign is in motion. And there are 4 things that we are doing. And this one is our digital advocacy campaign. We started during the COVID, and this is our 3rd year. We reach an average of 1 million people across the world. So this time we are doing 4 things as part of the campaign from now till July 15th. So there is a role model spotlight series that will be opened up. We want to spotlight some of the role models and really unique stories we want to hear. The Empower Her Access Awards in play. There are 5 awards, and I want each one of you to pledge with me that you're going to nominate one. You're going to recognize one woman or an ally who has made a difference. So say promise, I'm going to nominate someone. Just say promise, then I know you'll get it done. Second, we'll have a Get Introduced challenge. This means you get to create access. We are going to create access to amazing people in the ecosystem where you can network with them and grow your ecosystem. And then for the entrepreneurs, we are working on this 51% certification policy that is impacted when you take funding from the VC and you lose your certification in the enterprise. So we'll have a roundtable for it. It's a research roundtable. If you're interested, please join that. Again, thank you for promising. The second announcement is the WIC Cloud Co-Sell Accelerator is open. The design has changed a bit. It's a 3-month accelerator with a 3-year access for you to have access to enterprise opportunities. Applications are closing on May 13th. Kickoff will happen on May 25th. If you are interested, join, because we only have few more slots available for you to do. The third piece is we have the Azure Skills Scholarships available for you. There are 500 scholarships available in the market. If you are thinking of getting into the cloud ecosystem, you need to have your fundamentals right. And Debbie, thank you so much for making this one possible for the community. So go ahead and apply. And if you get qualified, you will have the scholarship. The way you get access to that scholarship is your business narrative, or the simple personal statement that you put in has to be compelling of why you need a scholarship. You just don't get a scholarship. You have to make an effort. So make sure you take a moment. With that, when we close, I want to have Gina and Karen come on the stage, but let's have Gina. And she was the most instrumental leader that we worked with to make all these changes happening. And the changes is from marketplace to any activities we are doing. It was because of Gina Go, closely working with a lot of stakeholders. So I want Gina, thank you for helping us make this event come to life. I want you to have some closing thoughts for the community, because you were the woman behind this magic to happen.
Hi, everyone. Thank you, Chaitra. I think that's a very nice thing for you to say. I am just so pumped and excited for what has happened today, the people we got to meet, the inspiration we got from the room, and the connection that we've had with each other. So thank you. I'm going to start with a very big thank you to everyone who took the time to be here today, to invest in yourself, invest in this community, and invest in your business. I also want to thank all the Microsoft leaders who joined us today, who very openly shared their knowledge, their expertise, their insight, and their voice to Shara's point earlier on how they are contributing and want to help drive us all forward with Women in Cloud. And I just want to say again, the opportunity that we see ahead of us, especially for all the women business leaders and entrepreneurs in the room, is for us to build, right? And there's 82 trillion in investment behind the UN principles for responsible investment. Enterprises and companies are growing their social procurement practices and supplier diversity practices, and we can capture this opportunity together. And this is the opportunity where you can leverage what Microsoft has now built into our system to make it happen. When we started ideating together with Chaitra, together with Karen Fasio several years ago, and one of the things that we really focused our thinking on were ways that we can and create systemic change, things that we can change within our systems so that we can execute and drive impact at a larger scale. And so the ability to, enable businesses to self-attest might seem like a very simple thing, but when it starts to get pulled through into our seller tools, our customer-facing marketplace, we're really creating a signal in the market to procurement leaders and buyers that diversity is something that you need to consider for in your purchases. And so don't miss that opportunity. You need to be building your marketplace strategy today. And for everyone here who's looking for your next growth opportunity or professional growth opportunity, many years ago, I've been with Microsoft for 5.5 years, and I never knew that there was a path into technology. And I think that can completely change when you expose yourself to the right people, to the right new ideas, and to the networks and community. And if we all help each other And there were many people who opened doors for me and helped create these opportunities for me to connect with women in cloud, and Chaitra is one of them. And so make the most of the connections here today. I hope you take away some inspiration and take an action coming off of today to empower other women and to step into empowering your own journey for growth. This is a perfect way to kick off the Mother's Day weekend, but I cannot close without a very, very big shout out to Chaitra, who has been such a wonderful community leader. And she is a role model for what community stewardship is. So thank you, Chaitra. And thank you, Karen Fasio, as well, as a co-founder of this organization. And we look forward to be continuing this growth together.
Thank you, Gina. Fantastic work. So if you ever go back 2 to 3 years forward, the change maker who created $1 billion access happen for women in the marketplace is Gina. She's the lady behind the scene. So if you want to know how she did it, we have to understand the strategy thinking and the deep work she went about and how she really got all the leaders to come together to make that possible. And that was a journey of launching the Build for 20, then all the transformation changes that was required. And it's because of Gina. And with that, Gina, thank you so much for really believing in us and believing in the mission to make this possible in a $7 trillion opportunity. Okay, so now everybody is interested to know who the winner is. But before you know the winner, we want to do a quick thing. Karen, if you're there, I would love you to come and join on the stage. Are you there? So let's see, take a look at it. Karen Fazio, she is not here. So anyway, she probably has gone to her meeting. But so now you're saying is, okay, how do I get access to all the people who we need to connect with? We want to make sure that you have access to the warm introduction tool. So Alyssa, can you do a quick video about how to get warm introductions from the Women in Cloud community so you know how to use the platform? And once you do, we will accelerate those connections and then we'll tell the winners. Sounds good? Yes? Let's put it in the chat. Go ahead. So this we had to do because we were doing all the manual work. Now we have automated on Azure Cloud. So the point is, if you need warm introductions to the buyers, investors, partners, community leaders, they are there. We have 200 cloud leaders assembled together to help you today. So that is the key. So now let's get to the winner. Who is the winner for the LinkedIn $500 gift card? Drum roll, drum roll. Let's give a big round of applause to Tracy. Tracy for doing a fantastic work. And her name is Tracy Cobian. And not only that, she actually went ahead of it. Whatever we gave instruction, she did like 10x the work. She went and created an infographic. She went into different communities and invited a lot of people to be part of Women in Cloud. That is what a true volunteering experience and community contribution looks like. So Tracy, thank you for all the work you do. And we are so excited to have you really take a leadership in the community. For today, who was on fire on the chat? You want to know the most engaged person? That is Stacy Tatum. So let's give a big round of applause to Stacy. She has been one of the strongest brand ambassador for Women in Cloud. I got to meet her last night and it was so amazing to meet her. So Tracy, thank you for doing what you do. Without you, we won't be really here. We need more ambassadors for making a difference because every little action counts. Every little sharing counts. Every advice counts at this moment because the gap is really big. So with that, we will conclude today's programming and thank you for joining. And what we will do is go back into the lounge and we can have open networking. I will come and meet with some of you and let's have a great networking session. Let's meet everyone today, okay? Thank you again. And loud shout out to Alyssa and the entire Women in Cloud team for making this event happen and the entire Microsoft team to coming together to deliver this wonderful experience because it was not one person, it was a tribe of people who made this possible for you. So thank you and have a great day and happy Mother's Day to all of you. Thank you. Bye then.